Friends, we have a lot to celebrate today, and I actually have good news to report out of Chicago. For years, we've talked about Chicago's absolute failure to prosecute its criminals. Well, they finally did it. They got one. The bad news is they let him go. Can you imagine if one of us violated one of their gun laws? You think we'd get a couple days of community service and go on our way? Look, I don't agree with Rahm Emanuel on much of anything, but he was spot on. It's truly one set of rules for celebrities and a different set for the rest of it. I don't know what's wrong with Jussie. Maybe he just needs a hug. You know, since the left loves safe spaces so much, I'm officially making this a hair-sniffing free zone. We're not going to have any of that today. But in all seriousness, what's going on with Hollywood these days? It used to be filled with cool people who actually did cool things. I'm talking real icons, like Charlton Heston. When he wasn't marching for civil rights, he was off doing what we do, enjoying our Second Amendment freedom. But most celebrities today ridicule us for that. Instead, they want to lecture us on how to live our lives. They hate us. They hate our trucks, they hate our plastic straws, and yes, they hate our guns. But what they fail to understand is we don't give a damn what they think. You know, it's sad because Hollywood used to be filled with people you wanted your kids to emulate. Now it's filled with people you wouldn't want your kids to be around. Let me ask you a question. Who would you rather your teenage daughter intern for? This guy or this guy? Maybe that was too easy. Let me ask you a different one. Who would you rather your teenage son intern for? This guy or this guy? Hollywood can keep their lies, lectures, and hypocrisy. We'll keep our guns, God, and freedom, right? But the truth is, there's never been a tougher time to be a believer in American freedom than right here, right now. Never in the history of the NRA have so many powerful forces attacked us on so many different fronts. Behind all of these efforts are a growing number of billionaires, led by Michael Bloomberg, Tom Steyer, and George Soros. And even though it's only 2019, the 2020 election's already started. It seems like a lifetime ago when Barack Obama was just a candidate for the Democrat nomination. On the campaign trail, he sounded like Charlton Heston's illegitimate son. I'm a strong supporter of the Second Amendment. I'm not going to take away your rifle, your shotgun, or your pistol. If you like it, you can keep it. But then he slipped up and told the truth. Remember this?
Well, it's not surprising then that they get bitter and they cling to guns or religion or antipathy towards people who aren't like them.
I said it then and I'll say it today. I'll proudly cling to my guns and my religion. Are you with me? It used to be that everyone knew that campaigning as a gun-banning socialist was a surefire way to sink your own ship before it left harbor. But this year, if you aren't willing to openly attack the Second Amendment, if you don't angrily call for every gun ban scheme imaginable, including complete disarmament, you'll be booed off the Democrat debate stage. The socialist wave we warned was coming is here. And it's not just the two coasts that are underwater. The wave is hitting the heartland of America. But as this circus goes on, millions of Americans will see how far outside the mainstream these socialists have become. Friends, do you think Nancy Pelosi and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez are mainstream in the United States of America? Are they in for a rude awakening in November next year when the real America goes to the polls? I'm talking about the America you and I know, the one where hardworking people put their heads down, mind their own business, raise their families, and do the right thing. That's the America the NRA fights for every single day. It's who we are. Because our fight isn't just about Supreme Court victories, legislative victories, or election victories. It's about the dignity and honor of every individual American citizen. There's a single mother living with her kids in a trailer park somewhere near Indianapolis right now. Her husband beat her, so she took the kids and ran. She's out on her own, trying to build a new life for her family. She works 2 jobs. The trailer park's not safe, but it's all she can afford. No one in this room's ever met her, and the media will never talk about her. She'll never be famous. Maybe she's a Republican, maybe she's a Democrat. Truthfully, she's got more important things to worry about. But without the National Rifle Association of America, there's no one in the world waking up to make sure she has the same right to protect herself and her family as elitist billionaires like Michael Bloomberg. That's who we are. That's what we do. When you fight for freedom, you fight on the most principled ground. You fight for the freedom of people you'll never meet, people you might disagree with, who you might not even like. But people, not governments, not corporations, not political parties, people. Our principled conviction is the core of our strength and the heart of our courage. So while these are dark times, and yeah, the other side's got all the money in the world and they're gonna spend every penny to try to destroy us, I'm not scared, and I know you're not either. Because we don't exist for the good times. The NRA exists for when our freedoms are under attack. So they can have all the billionaires and socialists and Hollywood wannabes they want. We've got millions of moms and dads, scoutmasters and Little League coaches, school teachers and volunteers, police officers and veterans. And together, no one can match the righteousness of our cause or the sheer determination of our people. The tougher it gets, the more impossible the odds, the higher the stakes, the stronger we get. Because we're the National Rifle Association of America. We do one thing, and we do it better than anyone else. We stand, we fight, and by God, we win. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Now, friends,